How's it going, guys? We are back with another video here, and this video is going to be my strategies currently I'm running with using in the GWC. Unfortunately, GWC week 1 ended up being kind of unfortunate for me. I matched up with some absolute just tremendous players. I wasn't able to clutch it up, finished 18-7 and fell short 30 ranks of the qualification. So I'm going to go over my strategies I'm currently running, though, and going for in week 2 to hopefully qualify and really have a good run here. So here we go, guys. Let's look at the current strategies on my team, all right? So we got 1-2-2 aggressive 1-4. So the 1-2-2 aggressive from the forecheck, I'm a big fan of. I believe the 1-2-2 aggressive is a good strategy to have because, I mean, you want your guys to be pretty aggressive. Especially for me, I like my guys being aggressive and forechecking hard and putting pressure on people to break the puck out. And, you know, I like to force turnovers, generate a lot of my goals off of turnovers. So I believe the 1-2-2 aggressive certainly suits me. Again, in advance, guys, just because my strategies are these doesn't mean it's going to suit your strategies. But these are what works for me 9 times out of 10, all right? Neutral zone 1-4. But again, guys, keep this in mind as well. I do change these strategies quite a bit in-game when I notice things aren't going my way. What do I mean by that? Well, I'm giving them a lot of opportunities. Oh, if I'm not scoring enough. Typically, guys, if I'm not scoring enough, I do change a 1-4 to the 1-2-2 red, all right? Just to try to, like, change something up. Try to, you know, make my guys a little bit more aggressive, right? The 1-4 to me is a nice one to start because for the most part, when I'm running the 1-4 early on, goals don't really typically go in on me. Although I don't really score too much, so that's the thing. Like, I don't really score too much when I have the 1-4 going. But depending on how it's going, I mean, if the guy's getting very frustrated with the 1-4, I can get a lot of turnovers and score a lot of goals off of those turnovers. So, I think the 1-4 is certainly very good, all right? And I have the trap / forecheck over here in this range. You know, I believe, you know, it is a pretty good range here. That is 1, 2, 3. I have it in 3 because, again, you don't want your guys to completely be forechecking right away or trapping too hard because then it will make it a little bit too predictable for the opponent you're playing against. But I will say, like I said, guys, I do tend to put the forecheck all the way up. I do put the forecheck all the way up depending on how the games are going. I mean, I understand that sometimes games aren't going to be like every other game. You're going to have some games where the opponent's giving you a hard time. So you got to change. And for me, that's where I put the forecheck in the trap. Offensive pressure is on standard. I believe that's pretty, you know, solid. You know, again, that's something that I change, though, in game. I make it full attack if things aren't going my way. If I'm not getting any chances, I'm not getting any bounces, I want to, you know, push the issue, right? So I keep it on standard to start, though. Defensive pressure, normal. Again, I do change that in-game if I have to. Normal to start, but high pressure is certainly an option if things are not going the way I want it to be. Defensive strategy is definitely always going to be on collapsing, always on collapsing, unless the guy you're playing is very one-dimensional. I would put it on tight point. I really, really would. But collapsing to me is still the most just successful one to have, I believe. Penalty kill is passive box. My penalty kill is pretty solid. I feel like I get it done for the most part on the penalty kill. Power play is always kind of a struggle for me. I currently have it on overload. If things aren't going too well for me, I might change that soon. But for the most part, I think overload is going to be fine. Power play carry slash, I'm going to have it on 0. Control breakout is strong side slant. Defender waits behind the net for the center to swing the center, and the right winger will generate speed through the neutral zone. And right winger will cut to the strong side. My power play breakout is on the center lane option. All right, so again, it just depends what you're looking for. Quick breakout is stay wide. All right, I usually keep that as well. You know, I don't want to have my guys leave the zone early. I think that's a little bit too aggressive and risky. You have your guys becoming, you know, way out of the zone. You have no options, so you don't have some quick passes that break out, which you really, really need. Then 3-on-3 offense we have on passive, which again doesn't really matter unless you're playing rivals, of course. And then my offensive lines are all exactly the same. I have behind the net on every strategy. My carry slash jump is on 0. Cycle slash shoot is on 3. And I believe that's very, very solid. I heard that from my good friend B-Wubs. Tell me that it's a very, very effective way. It keeps your guys open down low at all times pretty much. So I'm a huge fan of that for sure. And then we also have the efficiency slash energy, which I have all the way up on energy. So that's one where I really go back and forth on. Sometimes I have it all the way up. Sometimes I have it in the middle. It just depends really what you think and what is really going to help your team out more. I feel like energy all the way up might be a little bit psychotic, but I want my guys playing with their most energy for sure out there. That's what I think, at least. So, yeah, I mean, in the end, I mean, that's what I currently rock. Don't block/block. I mean, it's more on the 5 range here, just to, you know, really make sure, guys, that, you know, you have your guys up. They block some shots, certainly, but you don't want your guys screening your own goalie, right, and giving up, you know, goals from the point where your D-man just screens your goalie and it goes straight in, which that used to happen a lot when I had block on 10, which, you know, you don't want that at all. It's very, very frustrating giving up goals from a D-to-D shot, right, and that's more likely to happen when you have that on 10, all right? But like I said, they're all the same. Defensive pairings, again, are all the same as well. Holding line/pinch is on 0. Cycle/shoot is on 0 as well. But yeah, I mean, those are my strategies for the most part, guys. I mean, nothing too crazy, I feel like. I think it really gets the job done. I really do. I think it gets the job done. I usually have good runs. GWC, I ran into a gauntlet, so I mean, can't really do much about that. But I'm very, very fond of the team and of the strategies. So let me know what you guys think, and let me know what your strategies are currently. I'm curious. If you guys enjoy this video, please leave a like, subscribe to the new channel here, and follow me on Twitch, Henreek, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, Henreek with 3 E's, and join Discord, talk to me, follow and subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you guys in the next video.